Hi guys, I'm Ellis and this is Mr. Dankwa, and we're here today to talk about Ghana and Arkadia Lending. So Mr. Dankwa, why don't you start by introducing yourself and telling us about your background and experience?
Okay, thank you, Ellis. My background is accounting. I have an MBA in finance, and I have my own consultancy, management consultancy. At the moment, I consult for candid accountants, and I'm a managing director of IGAIT Finaconsult that works in partnership with Hansen and Associate. It's also a firm of chartered certified accountants. I'm an Ashanti Ghanaian. You know, my background, my root is with Ghana. I was born to Ghanaian parents, and I grew up in a small town called Akimesioso.
Would you be able to tell us about how Ghana's changed over the course of your life?
The long-term economic development of Ghana has gone through a mix. And I can categorize that into three distinct periods. From 1957 to 1993, we started very well, but then the economy went downhill through these political upheavals, and we stagnated, the economy stagnated. Then from 94 to 2005, the economy picked up and accelerated, and per capita GDP doubled. We moved from relying on agricultural output to the service sector with a hint of natural resources as well. And the economy boomed. Actually, we saw structural changes in various sectors of the economy, and that has stabilized the economy up to now. Then from 2006 to 2017, that stability has been there. The drivers of the economy has moved from agriculture to natural resources and to the service sector. And these are driving the economies right now.
One thing you didn't mention about yourself was your background in microfinance and SME work. Could you tell us more about that and your passion for that?
I became keen in microfinance when I was employed in a company as a senior accountant. One thing I observed was that the employees were experiencing high level of economic hardship, that's financial hardship. So I thought of introducing credit union in the factory, and I discussed it with the owner of the company, who bought into the idea and invested 5 million. At that time, that would be about £8,290 sterling, about 13,000, I think 345 or something dollars. He invested in it. Alice, by the time I was leaving the company, within 2 years, we had generated 50 million Ghana cedis. That would be about 82,900 pounds. That is about, it had multiplied itself about 10 times. Okay. When I came here, building on that success, I came out with my own microfinance too. Went back home and gave it to my church. In fact, my church is one of the largest churches in Ghana. And they set up this microfinance in the church, and they are now using it successfully. Successive governments in Ghana have realized that SMEs will be the economic wheel that will drive the country forward to be at par with the likes of Singapore, Malaysia, and South Korea. But there are factors that limit these SMEs, and these factors, prominent among them is access to funding. Access to funding.
So how can UK people help with these issues as well?
UK can help a lot in several areas, but I will mention about 4 areas that UK can help. One of them is access to funding. That is more important. And this is where I think Arkadia comes in. Access to funding. The SMEs who need funding to run their companies to move things forward. And the next thing is UK can organize trainings, workshops, on modern marketing ideas, business running ideas, research and innovation. This is an area that UK has advanced and can bring it to bear on the SMEs in Ghana. And the next thing is, free access to the UK market. If they're able to produce and they don't have anywhere to sell them, that is also a problem. But if they have access to the UK market, they will generate the necessary foreign currency to be able to also expand their businesses. And then technological transfer. Technology must be transferred down. There's no need, feeding somebody. When you feed the person and the person finishes, you come again for the food. But if you teach the person to fish, okay, then you fed him for life. Okay, so technology transfer is also very important.
And so with these issues, I guess a lot of Ghanaians would be optimistic about Brexit.
That's right. In fact, that is a very important area. In fact, that is why some of us were happy with Brexit. Because we know that it will give Ghanaians unfettered access to the UK market, okay, without having to go through the EU. Can I tell you an experience? When we were growing up, a lady had a big plantation of bananas and wanted to export to UK. He had to go through the EU. By the time he finished, all the bananas were rotten.
Really?
So they had to flood Accra with a lot of bananas because they were not getting market for it. And the lady did the plantation with UK in mind. Can you imagine that? So we believe that with the Brexit, this time around, Ghana will get access to the UK market.
Why do you think that Arkadia is the right conduit for finance to flow into Ghana?
That's the right question to ask. Remember when we were going to Ghana, you were going to Ghana on holidays with my sons. So we had a chat and you shared your vision with me as to why you were going to Ghana. And that was divine because I was going to Ghana on the same reason, to explore the microfinance environment and to see how best I can roll my competencies down to help the community. And that was exactly why you were going down there. And that is why I bought into that idea, because I believe that if we team together, we'll be able to do that. And this is where Arkadia will be able to impact the Ghanaian economy really by lending to SMEs.
So in the next 10 years, what's the most positive thing you're looking forward to then?
Let me quote the Vice President of Ghana, Dr. Bawumia. He made this statement, Ghana within the next decade will become the preferred investment destination for Africa. And if investor is not in Ghana, then you are not in Africa.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Mr. Dankwa.
You're welcome, Alice.